Hello guys and gals, and welcome tonight to the boss fight of Plant 42 halfway through the game. Resident Evil is not going to have a big rogues gallery, but what they got is at least interesting. Plant 42 is your classic case of Umbrella thinking that they could just pump the T virus or the G virus or the whatever virus into whatever the hell was around at the time and make it into a science experiment that will inevitably kill every single person on the premises. Plant 42 is, just a plant. Probably some sort of house plant they had, and they injected it with the T virus, and then it completely destroyed the residents on the Spencer mentioned property. Basically, it's a cabin built in the backyard for reasons that I cannot even begin to fathom. Made sense in the mind of the architect, who I'm pretty sure died 50 feet from Plant 42. The interesting thing about this boss fight is that Capcom coded in a way to puzzle your way out of it, so the boss fight itself is completely optional. And just to be a complete dick, I decided to, even though I was going to do the boss fight route this time, to create V-Jolt, which is the ultimate weakness to Plant 42. If you create V-Jolt, then you can use it on the exposed root system in the basement of this place and kill Plant 42 without having to actually do anything. The problem is that the puzzle to create V-Jolt has some stupidly high punishments for fucking it up, which is really easy to do because the system to actually make V-Jolt is as cloudy as pea soup. Like, I did that off of the back of a walkthrough because if you fuck it up, then you end up creating poison gas, which can easily kill you and put you in a situation where you're either reloading the game every single time that you try to attempt something and fuck it up, or you're just wasting valuable resources because Capcom is being a dick about this. But, if you're not looking forward to doing that sort of thing, then you can just fight Plant 42. And if you manage to acquire the Magnum, I would highly suggest it, because even though what people talk about Plant 42 is not a hard boss to deal with. Is it intuitive? No, it makes really no sense, and it just goes on to the obviousness of your video game instinct and the boss design itself to get it done. And what I mean by that is that the weak point on Plant 42, once you see it, is damned obvious. Nothing is explained about this boss fight, no rules are really established, you just run in and hope for the best. I don't know if Plant 42 has a tentacle grab attack, but I never had to actually deal with it. And I was surprised at how quickly I actually took Plant 42 down. I used 5 Magnum bullets and that was it. Story's over. Once you get on the side of Plant 42 that reveals the weak spot, and avoid the poison spit on top of everything else that it can throw at you, then you just shoot it until it goes away, go back and re-find it, and then shoot it again. And that's pretty much it for Plant 42, and I was completely surprised because I expected a lot more bite from something that looked like this. That something had rooted itself in an entire building, had these thick-ass roots all over the damn shop, and just... I know it's a plant, but as a plant it looks pretty ferocious. Like, this seems like the sort of thing that could swallow entire humans. And yet it died like a complete bitch because even though Umbrella was in the actual business of biological weapon manufacturing, they couldn't build one that didn't end up having the weak spot, the heart, on the outside of the creature's body. You'd think with so many fucked up experiments like this that kept killing everybody, they would eventually write something down to avoid it in the future instead of just continuing to do so. But that's Umbrella for you. It kills every researcher that gives a shit, and the only people remaining are as mad as fucking Hackjob. And frankly, they're being written by them too, so... This is a meta collision of fictional and real people who are completely shit at their jobs, creating some of the most iconic video games ever put to market. I mean, you did good work with Plant 42, Capcom. You gave us 2 different solutions to figure out the problem. They're both complex enough to be interesting. And the design of the creature itself was pretty good, just like how Yawn was. But seriously, the incompetence of the characters that you've written and the writers you have on staff are some amazing drug-fueled crazy times right here.